guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we are doing a Vampathon. So basically, if you don't know what a Vampathon is, you vlog and read horror books for the last 7 days of October, and you set yourself up a little sum in your book journal, which I haven't done, which I do need to do, but it's got prompts of things you want to read. So for example, I need to read a vampire book that's being translated to a movie, and like a gothic front cover, thriller / murder mystery, witchy vibes, dark academia setting, blood or bats on the cover and things like that. And you need to basically try and get as many of these as possible. This originates from loads of girlies on BookTube, and I just kind of wanted to join on with this hype because I watch so many people around this time of the month, and then I thought, you know what, why don't I actually try this myself? So that's what we're doing. I surprisingly, or not surprisingly, don't have that many books left the month. This is how many I have left, and you might be thinking, that's so many. But I've actually read so many books. I've read, I think, 11 so far this month, and then this is all that's left of everything. All my Halloween books, this is the selection, and that's it. Like, this is the rest of them. So I do have a large selection that should last me for the whole week. When I say should, it's going to be difficult to read them all, but we're here, it's fine, it's for the plot, it's alright. This week I obviously want to get through these books. I want to update my October spread. I also want to do my Vampathon spread. Obviously it's Halloween, trick-or-treaters, so I'm going to do, like, speak through that with you and decorate the house. Yeah, I just want to get as much in this week as possible of reading because life is good. So I'll talk through the books. Yes, I might not read these, I might not pick them up, or I might finish them and read more. We can hope. But the first one is My Love Life and the Apocalypse. This is a cheeky romance book where everyone turns into zombies, and then these two, like, teenagers find each other. So that one could be interesting. I have Small Spaces. Now this one is like a small horror. It's for young adults, so it really shouldn't take that long because the writing is quite big. This is about a school trip, and it's getting quite late. The school bus, it breaks down in the middle of in the front of a cornfield. Then the main driver turns around to the kids, the only adult, and says, don't hide in large spaces, find small spaces, and then says, run. So that should be insanely creepy, and I'm so excited to read this one. There is 4 in total, so I might do it where I read one a year and get into the hype that way. So that's another one I'd like to read. I also have Into the Drowning Deep. I've had this for such a long time, and I do have this in my Kindle, which is probably what I'm going to read it on, just because, like, this is jam-packed with words. Like, they are small printed, so probably Kindle it is. This is about killer mermaids and a science expedition to find these killer mermaids and capture them and record why they kill. So that one's got, like, the scientific side of it all. So far we've got romance, we've got young adult, and we've got scientific. I also have Lisa Undying, which is like a new-ish release. This one is about Dracula's first love / victim. As you can see, she has been bitten on her neck and she has wolves in her hair. I don't know why. I'm intrigued to find out. This one does have bats on the cover, so I'm quite excited for this one right here. But it's again, it's a bit of a chunky read. Yeah, I don't know if this is romance, I don't know if this is like vengeance. If it's vengeance, that'd be perfect because I love a good revengeful story. And then last, I do not know much about these books. I have all of them. I think there's 4 or 5. I got this from Vinted and I was so happy I got them. Shall we read it together? It says, in 1872 New Orleans is a city ruled by the dead. Okay. But to 17-year-old Celine, it's also a safe haven after she's forced to flee her life in Paris. Quickly encaptured by the vibrant city, from its music to its extravagant cerise, and even its danger, she soon becomes embroiled in the city's glitzy underworld, and particularly the group known as Le Coeur de Lions. But when a body is found in their lair, Celine is forced to battle their attraction for the world's enigmatic leader, Sebastian, and suspicions about his guilt along with their own secrets. As more bodies are discovered, New Orleans becomes gripped by the terror of a serial killer on the loose, one who seems to have Celine in its sights. But when she finally takes matters into her own hands, she finds herself caught in the gist of a middle-aged feud between the darkest creatures of the night, where the price is forbidden love of her life. So, yeah, got a bit of a selection there, so that should keep me going. I also have my trusty cutesy pumpkin here that I have just put on my desk, and he looks at me dead in the eyes right there to remind me to read. So that's a nice little prompt. That's this week's mascot, right? Mascot. So yeah, this week we will keep updating with what I'm reading. I'll give you regular updates on the story plot. We will update my book journal together, and then we'll just take it by there. So enjoy. I feel like in my vlogs I've started to do outfit the days more often, but I just wanted to show you this top. I don't think it's the cutest Halloween thing ever. Yeah, top, trackies, grey socks. Vibe. He startles me with a celebratory slap. Woo! What have I just read? Okay. No, okay, right. 236 people have highlighted this one sentence. It says, I can't, okay. Right. I've always been a coffee girl, but... Okay, I'm sorry. I've always been a coffee girl, but being teabagged like this is more electrifying than any seasonal latte. I need to highlight it and show you guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Right, let's have a look. Should this be my thumbnail? Will I get banned for that? And it's this right here will be my thumbnail, honestly. If I don't, sort me out. Sort me out. Tell me you want this, boo. Beg me for this hallowpeen. But what I found instead was the chance to have the ultimate pumpkin spice experience. Please, I'm aching for your hallowpeen. Like Halloween decorations hitting the shelves in July. They don't make me wait any longer. Hi guys, it's Monday, it's the next day, and I have a bit of an update for you guys. So as you can tell, the videos that you've literally just seen, that for me was like 5 hours ago, but for you, you've just seen, I was going through the feelings with this book. I was insanely, I still can't even advise my feelings on the matter. Okay, so to give you like a little bit of debriefing, start from the top, right from the start. Yesterday I was reading Tales of a Monstrous Heart by Jennifer Delaney, and yes, I am looking at my computer because I just completely forgot the name. This one's brand new. When did it come out? Oh, I mean, it's not new. It came out in August this year. It's all over Instagram, it's all over BookTube. So I was like, you know what, I was going to buy it in the bookstore, but I decided to get a book, and then like a week later it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, well, I kind of can't say no to that, so I downloaded it and I've been reading that, and then I've now finished it. I finished it earlier today. I don't know where to start. So the main girl is Faye, and the type of Faye that she is not allowed. It's a full-on no-no in the magical industry. She is taken to an institute of magic, and our girl goes through it like she is. Oh, you read it and you just feel so sad for her. And she's got like a maid / best friend, and they're like thick as thieves, them two. Then like a dark knight in shining armour, another like gentleman who's from the Magic Institute, but he's like well known, he is like a demon, he's got a lot of power, kind of says, you know what, I'll take over this Faye, I will look after her, she can be my partner as a mage. And they go through stuff, they go through a lot of stuff. There's a lot of fighting involved, there's history in the Faye side, there's betrayal, there's like insanely bad demons, like a little bit on the creepy side of life, and it had everything there. It got to like, obviously romance was the second plot, but it got to like 90% of the book, and oh my god, the smut, right, so this was the smut, like where your screen is, that's like the bottom of the barrel, right, so the smut was like here, right, and then like at 9% it went whoop and was like hitting the boundary, and it literally came out of nowhere, and I couldn't cope. The thing is, right, they kept getting interrupted. So the deed was never completed, and it was just like constant build-up. And I was reading this on my lunch break, thinking I should not be reading this book on my lunch break. Like, oh my god, what is actually happening? So I read that, right? And at the end, I can tell you what I rated it at the end. So I rated it a 4-star, and I put, right, this is my actual true thoughts. The second I finished that book, I rated my Goodreads. Usually, if I'm really, really bad and struggling, I'll leave it and then I'll come back in a couple of days once my like mood is settled. But I thought, I'm gonna be honest on this. I read it a 4-star, and I said I got so scared thinking this was a standalone, I could have cried. The ending, I do not know how it's going to pick up from this. I looked into it and it's a duology, so if you really want to read this book, or if you're interested, this is your sign to read this book. Oh my god, I went through feels with this book. It was just popping off in every corner. The book that I'm currently reading, right, is where that scene of me at work kind of came from. And I wanted a smaller book. I wanted a little bit of a smutty book. I wanted like a single novella, something on the rules of Halloween, just wasn't really gory, because I've been through a lot of goriness this month, and I have a couple of books left on my TBR for this week, which I'm going to try and get through. It's probably not going to happen. But my next book is going to be, honestly, it's going to be a really bad, disgusting, dark, gruesome book. I wanted something a little bit light-hearted, so I found this book, right? And let me show you the picture. And yes, that is what you think it is. Speechless. This has me speechless. So this is kind of like a concept. Do you know in Halloween where like there's this movie where you say Candyman in a mirror 3 times and then the Candyman comes and gets you? Or you are not supposed to say Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times because obviously Mary's gonna come and get you. This is the same thing, like same kind of concept. And you're supposed to say ICUP 3 times in a mirror, right? Weird, don't come at me. And then yeah, there's 3 men in here. So there's 3 men, 1 girl, and you can think what this concept of this book is. Like, you, from that picture, you guys know what it's about. So if you wanted a little bit of, when I say a little bit of spice, I mean like 10 out of 10 spice, like honestly. Is it right? Right. So just to like put it simple, some spice can be like insanely attractive and like gets you in the zone, and then you're like, wow, this is like hot. Then there's other smut where it's like comical to read because you're just like, this is hot, but it's also like, what the fuck? That's that book. So I don't know, right? Let me see if I can pop up one of the quotes I have recently just highlighted. Let me just get down to my highlighted section. I don't know what the quote is, right? But it basically says something on the sides of, I know I do not have insides, or I know my insides have been carved out, but that does not mean I can't mess up your insides. The thing is, right, this is really strange. The girl kind of like accepts her fate. She's not even, if like it is something in real life, I'm like, don't touch me, get off, leave me alone. But she's like, okay, this is my life now. And if that was normal men, then I'd understand. But this is called hallowpeen with pumpkins. So these men are pumpkin men, right? They do not look like men. They have holes for eyes. They are orange. They have green, like, veins running through them. And their nails are pumpkin seeds. Kind of similar to mine. I'm enjoying it, I am. But it's like a bit of a comical read. And I don't have many pages left. So I am currently on, let's have a cheeky gander. Okay, I'm currently on page 40 and I'm 48% way through. So as you can see, it's not going to take me a while. It's going to take me like an hour. So we'll read through it. We'll get some good clips of me being like, I can't. We'll just get a couple of those clips and then we'll take it from there. And then I'll give you an update once I finish it. So BRB, speak to you in like an hour, or for you in like a second. It says here, right, perched over Jax's pumpkin pleasure pole, my drips coating the tip like butter so my body can be stuffed like a turkey. What? Oh.
It's very creative. Mark looks a fucking water. Oh, fucking normal. Amazing, right?
I bet that's a little bit of a shock to the system. Happy Halloween, guys! If you cannot tell, I'm Joker. I'm the Joker, right? Green hair, J, the ha ha ha, and then his mouth. So every Halloween at work, we actually do dress up and then people can win an award. And I didn't win it, guys. I didn't win it. This was supposed to be like a week vlog. The last week of Halloween, the last week of October vlog. I haven't done it every day, so we're going to extend it a little bit into November. Just like a little bit, just a little bit. But today's Halloween, is if you couldn't tell. Don't really dress like this every day. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I might be distracted because I am downstairs due to trick-or-treaters. I will be going out and giving people chocolate and looking at cute little outfits. I'm so excited. So that's what I'll be doing. But I have finished a couple books since we last spoke. I finished Hallowpeen. which is obviously what you last saw, and I'm not gonna lie, that was hilarious. It was immensely dirty, like the smut level was right up here, but the way she was thinking and the way she was speaking, it was just so comical in the way that you could relate to it. Honestly, if you wanted something a little bit short and something that's really hilarious and like insanely dirty, read it, because this author, and I'm not even kidding, she does like 15 different books. Like the summer related, the winter related, the Christmas related, the Halloween related. Honestly, there's so many. There's so many. There's one called The Candyman, and I want to read that one. I want to read that one, so I might read that one in these next couple of days. Recently just finished Small Spaces, which we have not really, you haven't seen me read this, I don't think. I think I opened the book up and then that was it. And then I'm here and it's Halloween, looking at the Joker, and the book's done. Okay, so this book, it's only like 218 pages. Is it? Yeah. And the first like 20 pages, I struggled. I immensely struggled, because these kids are in 6th grade. Right? They are babies, they are young. And the first part of the book is just about school life, about what they're like in school, who are their friends, what their like relationship with the families are like, and it's very slow pacing. It's very get to the point. But once you get to the point, once things start getting creepy, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, they are so creepy. I was sat there thinking, I need to finish this book, cannot put it down. Oh my god, I'm creeped out. And at the end of it, I could have happy cried. I could have happy cried. I don't know if you maybe might get emotional at this, but I definitely did. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I love this book. So 4 stars, just because I feel like if the whole book was that creepy, 5 star, honestly, would recommend. But I'm still recommending it to you because I rate it 4 stars, so it's not too bad. It's just that first couple of chapters, bored. I was a little bit bored. I said this earlier in the vlog, what it's about, killing mermaids. Don't need to say anything else. No, I don't. And it's packed. It's really small writing. And it's just shy of 500 pages, but I do have it on my Kindle. And that is what I'll be reading it on. So I've just started that, and my plan is to read this and finish it before the vlog ends, or get quite close, like 3/4. Between 3/4 and completion is what I want to end this vlog. So I'll give you an update once I have one on this, but I want this video to be creepy. I know like today's the last day of October, but I'm going to read it tomorrow and on Saturday, just so I've got more footage, because this vlog has not been vlogging very well. I've been distracted. I've been living my life, and that is not acceptable for you guys. I am so sorry, but at the same time, kind of not. Like, so that is where we're at. Enjoy the next couple of footages of the Joker, me reading a book. How often are you going to see a Joker female reading a book in a book vlog? Okay guys, it's actually not that much later since I last spoke to you, but I want to take all this off. I want a deep shower. I want to rip this from my head, because oh my god, I've had this on since 7:30 this morning. It is now 7:30 at night, so I've had it on for a very long time. A little deep even of into the Drowning Deep. I'm only on page 16, right? I'm really not far in. I'm not even in chapter 1 yet. Like, I think this is like the, what is it called? I don't know, the start of a story, like the build up to a story. And we've gone past the stage where her sister gets eaten alive type of horror. And it's gruesome, it's gory. I feel like this can be real creepy, and it didn't give you time to like fall in love with the sister. It gave you like a little bit of a debriefing story, and then she's dead. Like I was saying earlier with small spaces, the build up to get to the actual story plot was taking forever. This one, 16 pages in, I've already read what happened. Like, what? Honestly, what is all this book about? I thought it'd be more of a build up, but on that note, I'm gonna go. Speak to you another time. Goodbye. I feel grim. I feel grim. Hi guys. It's the day after Halloween. I have an update for you guys. I have finished Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. Right, I would have recorded me reading this and then me giving you some updates. I would have done. This book is insanely slow. Right. Saying that, this book is insanely creepy. There's certain scenarios in this book where you are sat there and you are legit sitting at the end of your seat being like, what is happening? Like, why am I actually envisioning a horror movie inside my head right now? Can you guys tell me that? Because I don't know. This book had my deepest fears coming to life. She's such an amazing writer. Like, I can't. Basically, this book is about an expedition that goes out and they are live streaming the footage. Some of the clips go missing, but a little clip goes back to the main office of basically everyone on this expedition getting eaten alive by mermaids. This footage gets leaked. Everyone is like, it's a hoax, mermaids are not real, which you can kind of see that happening in today's society. In this society, you can imagine people being like, mermaids? All right, okay. So then another expedition goes out and our main girl, in the first expedition, he's her sister, getting eaten alive by mermaids, which is traumatizing to say the least. So she goes on to this new expedition, which is the majority of this book, and a lot of more scientists go on there. They're like more prepared for these mermaids. A lot of the scientists go and expect basically it to be fake, basically not to find any mermaids because mermaids aren't real. To then find out mermaids are real. Who would have thought it? Horror stuff happens. Honestly, the only thing I can think of, this book just created everything in a horror movie is in this book. When I was reading this, I just felt, I'm not a big horror person, right, like horror movie, and I was reading this and I just felt I've been watching the same horror movie for the past 4 days. I'm kind of scared. Listen, I do not like the deep ocean. I don't like the deep ocean. Anything to do with the deep sea, stay away from me, please. No Satan. It really gives me the creeps, well and truly. And this is kind of about that. This is well and truly about that. And everything about it, from the start to the finish, you have this like crippling anxiety reading this book. If you like horror, read this book, do yourself a favour and purchase it and then read it, and then let's not talk about it ever again because I'm scared. But yeah guys, this is the last book we are going to discuss in this video because I am done. Right, Halloween, I love Halloween. I love Halloween so much, but I am wanting a break from the murder books, from the horror books. I wanted some romance. I want some fantasy. I want some happy ever afters. And this month has not given me that. Oh my god. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will try and do this every year. I might do it next year where you vlog every single day of Vampathon, just to do a little bit different. We'll give it a try. God knows what's going to happen. I am probably going to not pick up a book for like the next foreseeable future because I've read 16 books this month and I just... Life? Do I have a life anymore? I don't think I do. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye. I've said this earlier in the movie. A movie? Hello? Okay. Like, bye bye. Go away. I'm done. Good enough.